Hey everyone, Shoes here, back for the final installment of episode 4, Boyne Valley and Moitura. Where are we gonna pick up from? So, as you remember, we were over here in this area of Mayo and Sligo, and I want to start with this picture here. This was in my uh, episode 1, and it shows Kinsale, and I pointed out in episode 1 the Starforts in this area, which was Starfort and Charlesfort, where me and Doug went and we did our podcast. So we have a podcast of us in here talking about the flooded Starfort mystery. Um, and James Fort, which is another Starfort here. And then there are other Starforts in the area, or other stars in the area that you wouldn't really know about, which is here, here, and here. And then if you look under, I think this is the river, and this is a sea inlet, so this is the sea here, and there was a very famous battle at Kinsale in the 1600s, 1601, the siege and battle of Kinsale, like the 1600s, was a disastrous time. Um, the English seem to have squeezed, or the colonialists squeezed everybody at that time. Um, we've got a lot of mounds here as well. What's going on with all these mounds? I really didn't really pay too much attention to them, but now that I'm looking at mounds, I'm wondering what's up with the mounds, lads. Are these all waterways as well? It seems like they are. Like Kinsale, it does have a lot of water and inlets flowing through it as an area. A lot of mounds over here as well. Quite a hilly area and rocky. But so this is the Lord Deputy's camp in the centre of the image. And there's another star design there, here. Anyway, the reason I show that is because I'm trying to draw a parallel between this and also the other map that we've been looking at, which is this one here. Not this one here. Is it this one? This one here, where it shows the Starfort. Is it this one or is it the other one? Preparation is impeccable. Well, no, this one's got a cathedral here. This is cathedrals. So it's not that one. Remember that? Pyramid. It is. We'll find it here now. It's this one here. So drawing a parallel just with these shapes here. So these kind of odd looking shapes here, they're kind of odd looking, they're kind of out of shape. They look very similar. So I'm drawing the parallel between the two of them. Because the star, or the triangle shapes, shouldn't even call them stars really, but everybody knows them as stars. Anyway, that's Kinsale, that's down in the south of the country, where we have several Starforts, quite a few Starforts, the most Starforts I would reckon to say. I haven't heard of too many anywhere else. Kinsale seems to be an exception. Usually the story of these forts is hidden for the most part. So we're back to this area again. We had a look down here in the last episode. We saw some very suspicious activity in terms of shapes of stars, and the land. It looked like there could certainly have been something under there. And we are looking at all these areas. I mean, we're coming back up here, Castle Island. Interesting area here is Manila. We're going to look at Manila now. For some reason, it's pointing me up here. But Manila is a tiny little town, and it has a river, the Manila River, running through it. And the Manila River has where is it now? We'll have a look at Boyle Abbey actually. Where's the Manila River going? Let's do that in a moment. The Manila River. We were looking for the well. So anyway, the story goes that St. Patrick opened up a well at Manila, and we're going to follow the Manila River in the next episode. I think it's lined up for. I'm just looking at the notes there. It doesn't seem to be here, so I'm getting ahead of myself. So before we go and leave the battleground of Moytura, we're going to have a look down here, and we're going to see why I put a Ballycroy National Park. National parks where they dumped a load of muck on everyone. Is that what a national park actually is? I'm getting off track here. So I am trying to find some interesting features that I have tagged, but won't go down to them. Let's see what's down here. So, I mean, once again, we're looking at the land. I know we're kind of all around the place in these ones. Some of the other, like the Boyne Valley, is a bit more concentrated. It's along the river, but like this area here, like what was going on, who would know? Let me look. It's just all so sharp. This is all kind of very boggy land as well. So whatever bog is, it's sitting on top of a lot of masonry by the looks of it. Is that a quarry or is that a bog? Like that's a bog also. So all this area is a very boggy land, as you can see. Bogland. Castle Bar, where St. Patrick was. It's up here in Straight. Straight Abbey. Did we have a look at that already? I think we did. So we will just have a look at we'll look there. We're going to go down into an area of bog. I just want to have a look at the terrain because I'm really trying to figure out where there could be stuff down low. I mean, this is so flat, just so flat. Little to no undulation in the land. You know, like, and when it's that flat, as I said, it's just, you could have anything there. But like, as you can see, there's not really much happening in this area. So, I think this could be a short one. Let's have a look at the favourites and see. We'll have a quick look at Tory Island as we're here. And we're going to have a look at Boyle Abbey as well, actually. The town of Boyle seems to be very important. So Tory Island, this is where Balor, the evil eye, kept his kept his daughter so that she would not have Lug Lavada. Way. And he kept the daughter Ethna in this tower. You might even get the story up there. Do we have the story? Oh yeah, this is the story here. We'll get the story up here that ended up disappearing by the looks of it. So Tory Island wasn't necessarily an island at all. So Ethna is the daughter of Balor. Balor is a Fomorian, and she's the mother of Lug. In some traditions, she's the daughter of Delbath. So Delbath is the main Fomorian progenitor. So does that mean that Balor is potentially also Delbath? Delbath is the father of Elaha, you'll remember. So she's said to be the mother of the Dagda in this one as well, but she's also the mother of, well, she is the mother of the Dagda. She's always the mother of Dagda with Cian. So, as I was saying, just back again, pause for a minute. She's the daughter of Balor and the mother of Lug. That's who she is. So, herself and is it the Dagda or Elaha? I'm drawing a blank now on the lineages. But we're going to go with this story. So in a variant of the birth of Angus, she's the wife of Elkmar. So in a variant of that story, she's also Boann. So, and Boann is wife of Nuada. So that would make Cian Nuada in a comparative mythology. And I know I'm confusing things here, but these myths, as I said, they're very circular and they cross over, and one person is one person in one myth and they're a different person in another myth, and sometimes they're the father and the son, sometimes their mother and the daughter. Um, so as such, she may be a double and is explicitly named as such of Boann, who plays that role in the best known version of the tale. So although in most texts she's a female figure, there was someone which she's a male name. And then the text of Balia in Skál, Phantom's Ecstatic Vision, Lug is said to be the son of Etlu, son of Tigramas, or son of Ethnu, son of Smreha of Tigramas. Tigramas, the king who introduced the worship of Crum Cruach with Balor. So Crum Cruach, I think, is considered the Dagda, or is it Balor here? Stuart McAllister also suggests that Kethlin is originally a variant of Ethlin, rising from the frequent identification of Lug as Lug MacEthlin. So Kethlin is actually someone, I think she's the lady who killed the last Fear Bullock, or was it Nuada? It was the Tuatha Dé Danann, it was Nuada, I think, that Kethlin killed. Anyway, so Etna is a complex character where she basically seems to play all the different roles of many of the mother goddess figures at different stages. But for our purposes, she's the daughter of Balor and the mother of Lug, and also sometimes she plays the role of Boann, who was the goddess of the Boyne. So that's who was the wife of Nuada. Oh yeah, daughter of Dalebath. It's a complex tale. I mean, I'd nearly have to write down. Maybe I will. I'll do a little overlay because I've never really compared it in detail, as much as maybe I would have had with like the Greek or the Roman, or the Egyptians. So this just to give you an idea of the different cycles that there is I mean, there's a whole other cycle. So we're talking about the Tuatha De Danann, the Firbolg, the Fomorians. There's a whole story. There's a whole set of stories that involve a different cycle of heroes and battles with Cuchulainn. Um, and some say that Cuchulainn is Lug's son, I think, is one version of it I came across. Or the Dagda and Dachtin. Um, but Lug apparently appeared, so Lug was around to help Cuchulainn later on. So after their initial wars, during the times of the demigods, almost maybe you could call them, Cuchulainn and Fionn McCool. These were all giants, and they were the members of the Fianna that took the Fenian cycle, or who were part of the Fenian cycle. Um, so Lug appears in folklore as a trickster, and in County Mayo, thunderstorms are referred to as battles between Lug and Balor. So speculating he was the storm god. So Lug as a trickster, you'd equate to Loki in Norse mythology. So Loki was the brother of Thor, that you'll be aware of, the son of Odin. So that would make it like that would be the that Trinity type of scenario again. We went through Lug's father being member of the Tuatha De Danann, and he was so Cian was the Tuatha De Danann, and the mother was Etnu. Cian was the son of Dean Cacht, who was the main healer. This is interesting here. So their union is a dynastic marriage following an alliance between the Tuatha De Danann and the Fomorians. So this is obviously before the first battle with the Firbolg. Because in the Lower Gwail Éireann, Cian gives the boy to Taltu, queen of the Firbolg in fosterage. In the Dinshancus Lug, the foster son of Taltu is described as the son of the Dun champion. In the poem, he's called descendant of the poet. So Taltu, who was the goddess who was related to Teltown in Meath, was the foster mother of Lug, which we said before. But Cian gave the boy to Taltu. We don't know. I don't know the reason. So this is all the backdrop of what was going on before the battle that took place on those plains, and potentially before the devastation that we see that took place. And I think that that's about it for the tales of the Second Battle of Moytura. The Tuatha De Danann beat the Fomorians in the end, as we know, but the ground of the land will never be really understood. We're going to pick up our tale. Next is we're going to take a deep dive into this area, and we're going to really go deep into the underground and the North and Douth and Newgrange type tombs and the cairns that are existing in this area. And then we're also going to take a look at the same over in the Boyne Valley area, and we're going to take a deep dive in there too, and we're going to have a look at the landscape and how the landscape undulates to see if we can see if there's anything of interest under there. And we'll bring in some more stories from the continuation and the cycles of the Irish gods, and we'll try to piece together a bit more of who was who, and were there that many different races, or were there only a handful of races. So thanks again for listening. I hope you enjoyed episode 4, and I will see you again in the next episode. So enjoy, and Just think happy thoughts.